Okay, we're ready. Go ahead.
Okay, this is our little experiment today. My wife wanted me to show you how that I make a smoothie. She's the one that really was interested in this first, and I became interested after. Well, I was interested anyway in what she had to say, and then I went with her to see the Green Smoothie girl. The one thing that I've learned about smoothies is that you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. If you want to throw a bologna sandwich in there, go ahead, but it's all according to your own health.
Not
but I start off with a little bit of soy milk. I use 8th Continent. I put like 4 to 6 ounces in there, and I'm not really sure why, other than I do like soy milk. You could put water or any kind of milk you wanted, but that's what I put. And the one thing I think is important is you don't need to be exacting about anything. If you're too exacting, it's just going to be too much trouble, and it's going to be too hard, and you'll probably stop.
That's interesting to hear how you view this all.
It's my opinion. My opinion's not worth much.
Yeah, it is. It is to me.
Okay.
Okay, what are you doing now?
This is flaxseed, and if you don't have a blender that will grind up the flaxseed, there's a little label from it.
Yeah, that's the kind we use. We get that at Whole Foods.
Bob's Red Mill Organic Golden Flax Seeds.
Yeah. I like to buy that rather than the ones in the bins, just because I feel like perhaps that's less contaminated by people's hands and stuff being in it. But I'm sure the ones in the bins are probably fine. We used to get that, but then when we discovered these, we like to have the packaged kind.
Okay, so what I do is I put in 2 tablespoons full.
You do?
Of the seed. They're I'm not exactly sure why, other than I heard someone say that you should use 4 tablespoons a day, and my wife uses 1, so.
And did you know, honey, this is fine, but did you know that that tablespoon is actually 4 teaspoons? So you're actually getting almost 2.5 tablespoons but that's fine. That's great. That's great.
I thought a tablespoon was
3 teaspoons, and that is 4 teaspoons, so you're getting 2, but that's fine. I think that's, hey, if you can, yeah, that's great.
Okay, and I always forget what I'm doing next, and I have to keep running to the refrigerator, so I have a little list here of the things that I need, and it's interesting. I put down all these different ingredients, and the one thing that I forgot about was the greens, which is the most important part, I think.
Which I should add that he normally doesn't have it on the outside of the cupboard, but for today we do, because we don't want to open the cupboards and have people see what's inside our cupboards. Okay.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, we put the flaxseed in. Then we use this protein powder. I think you could use whatever protein powder you want, but it's something that we picked up when we went and saw the Green Smoothie girl. And I just put a scoop of vanilla protein powder in there like that. It kind of adds a little bit of it's not a real strong vanilla taste.
But it's good.
But it's very good.
It tastes really good.
And I guess at first I wanted to make this sound like a malt as close as I could. So that was kind of a psychological thing.
And do you know, sometimes, honey, I don't want to admit this to you, but sometimes I would take that protein powder and just mix it with rice milk. That's it, because it's so good. Oh. Just once in a while, not very often. Oh. Usually I put it in my smoothie.
What I do for fruit is I usually, not always, but usually cut up an apple. And I don't even put the whole apple in there. I just...
what do you do with the rest of it?
Throw it away.
So you throw away the apple? Okay, honey, never mind. Go ahead. I'm learning. I'm learning. I didn't know you were throwing away apples, but okay.
Well, I mean a portion. Well, and I don't want the whole thing.
And you got to make sure to take the seal off, on the other side.
Yeah, that's why I left it here.
Oh, you threw that down. Oh, we have to talk about that later.
Okay, I put these apples in. We were looking at a YouTube video last night of some lady that had her own smoothie, and she had this huge cup, like 2 cups full of different variety of fruit. Well, that's great if you want sweet, really sweet. And her philosophy was you should have more fruit that have greens so that you drown out the greens taste. But I kind of think that maybe you need to get used to it, or try to get used to the greens taste. So
The greens are the best part. Okay.
Okay. I put the apples in there, and then I
You
personally like some peaches. Jill likes berries. I do like the berries too, but I can't have them every day. The acid's a little strong on the roof of my mouth. I don't know if that
Yeah,
makes
he
sense.
has reactions on the roof of his mouth, so he's careful, which is good.
And then I usually put a half a banana in.
And you don't throw the other half away, do you, honey?
No, I save the other half. And what you can do with bananas, according to my wife, and she does this, is she will slice them up and freeze them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't put the whole banana because I'm not trying to add too much sweetener. I just want a little bit. And then I found this in the refrigerator, and I wasn't sure what it was, but my wife says it's charred, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's charred. So she says it's kind of strong, but I've had it a few times, and so, you know, I'll put some of it in there.
He'll really throw just about anything in. He takes the carrot tops and puts them in, which they're fine. I've heard from my friend Darlene that they're fine, but I personally don't want carrot tops in mine.
Carrot tops in
He'll
too.
put anything.
They're a little stronger, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay. So,
And then what?
this is just some baby spinach,
Right.
pre-washed. Now see, this is where my wife and I differ.
Yes.
She re-washes it every time.
Yes.
I'm not into that. I just, it says on the label it's washed.
And that's good enough for you, honey, huh?
That's it. So I just put that in there like that. Probably have a little bit too much fruit this time, but that's okay.
Looks like you have a little bit too much of everything to me, but
No, that's okay.
that's good, honey.
Well, I want a full quart.
I know you do.
Oh, I forgot one thing. I have to get me a glass.
Oh. Well. So.
And then so that I have extra water.
Oh yeah, he likes a little extra water. So do I. I put extra water in mine too. So, good thing Amy cleaned my counters last week before she went on her trip.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I've pretty much got it here. Oh, I need this thing too. We have a Vitamix, which is like the super duper mixer. I don't think you need the Vitamix.
We're not sure. We've never tried it.
Really sure.
No, we never tried it in a regular blender. I think you could, but I heard, remember the lady yesterday on that video when she was making her smoothies? She had just a $20, $30 cheap blender, and she said she could use for her green smoothies, but she had to take the fruit and thaw it first, and she had to cut like the carrot in littler pieces. So anyway.
Okay, so what was I saying?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, you got it all full. You put your water in. Did you put your water in?
Not yet, but I'm
No.
going to.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a really, really strong blender. I mean, you know, you could, I mean, you can blend just about anything in it. And that's why when we put the seeds in it, we don't have the seeds ground up first, the flaxseed, because this will grind them up really good. So then I add a little bit of water in there to get it started, and it'll probably be a little bit difficult going, but it's a little bit loud, so
Oh yeah.
it bothers my wife's ears, but
Yeah.
it needs a little bit more water. Let's see here. Let's see here. We're having a minor crisis here.
Yeah, well, sometimes it gets a little full. We work with it every time. Every smoothie's different, huh, honey? Everyone's
sure.
different. Sometimes we think, oh, we put a little too much in there. There you go. You leave the lid off like that? up, honey? I mean, doesn't it like sometimes spray at the cupboards and?
Well, at that point, I always have this in the hole.
Okay.
And then once it starts, it actually catches it all and it starts spinning. It doesn't spray anymore. And then I put a little bit of light agave nectar.
You do?
It's a low glycemic sweetener that I prefer. And I also throw in like 3 or 4 ice cubes.
To make it nice and cold. Keep going here. Okay.
Okay, so now this is green. Some people might go, "Oh, that looks sick."
No, it doesn't. Not
actually,
us.
it's quite good. But some people will put a lot of strawberries and raspberries and stuff in it, so that it takes on a red color. But I really don't care. So I have like about a quart.
And when will you drink this? Over
right now.
The whole thing, a quart right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted to save part of it, you would leave the flaxseed out, right? Because flaxseed will make it kind of jelly. It expands when it's when it's in liquid. So if you put flaxseed in it, you need to drink it right away. If you are going to use this for like today and tomorrow, or today and this afternoon, then you would leave the flaxseed out and maybe add that later, just before you drink it. Because you don't want to put flaxseed and then put in the fridge, huh?
Yes.
I just thought I would tell you that because you already know.
My wife taught me that.
Yes, we're learning as we go along.
Very good. It's excellent.
Thank you, honey, for sharing this.
Okay.